All right, how's everyone doing? So this week for our assignment, we went ahead and we went over the business field feasibility checklist out of the book by Rhonda Abrams. It just kind of goes over some of the things in our business that we might struggle with or might present us as a challenge, and it just opens our eyes to these kind of things. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The first kind of issue I may face is the market large enough to support my business? So I've been really successful with my current location. Um, it is in a bigger town, has a bigger population. So one of my biggest fears going to this new location is it's a dramatically smaller town with a lot smaller population. So kind of some of the things I'm gonna do to, I think I could do to kind of counter this, is I can market in nearby towns that also lack a quality bicycle shop. I have people coming from even farther from the San Ynez Valley, even up to 2 hours away, just to come to my bicycle shop. So if I could dive into that market a little bit and just let them know that, hey, I could just take another 40 minutes off your drive and I'm that much closer to you, I think that's going to be a really detrimental thing to do. I could also pivot to cater more to mountain bikers and tourists. We talked about this a little bit before. It's a huge market up there, and I really see a lot of potential in this area. I could work deals with wineries as well as hotels. And deals like this, I mean, selling bikes to wineries so they could have bikes, or even making a rental program specifically for the wineries. And then with the hotels, I could always service their bikes. One thing I've been wanting to explore as well is I could create an event or a race. So events like rides, um, and races and things like that, they actually do bring in some money if they're done right. I mean, you might not see the initial return on investment the first year, but as soon as these things gain traction, they get big and they get big quick. And where I plan on opening the shop up, there's not a lot of restrictions, and it's a lot more open market for this than it is at my current location. So this is something I'm definitely wanting to explore. So, limited skilled labor source. So this is one of the biggest issues in the bicycle industry as it is today. Um, some of the things I've thought of to counter this is I could offer relocation allowance. There's not lots, but there's skilled mechanics all over the U.S. That just don't like their shops or things like that, or looking for new jobs or looking to move. If I could, you know, offer a relocation allowance and get them out there, that's going to be huge. Uh, work a contract and really get that dialed in. I could send inexperienced hires to bicycle schools such as UBI and SBCU. This is something I've done in the past. I actually have an employee at my current location who I sent to UBI, and it was a dramatic change in his performance. He has just been a shining star, and I've seen a lot of success with this. It is an investment of $1,500 to $3,000 per person, but you find the right person, and this could really pay off well. And then one thing I wanted to explore too is connect with local high schools and offer mentorship slash work experience course. I could give them some real world career training. If the school wants to give me their kids, give me a kid or two for a couple hours a day. This could really be something that really changes not only my shop but just kind of shops around this, and overall just kind of attacking this problem of having that skilled labor source. So this is definitely something I want to touch more on later on. But I'm really excited about, and I really want to work this through. Kind of under the same umbrella as who can make the sales. So one thing I could do for sales is have employees split time between current location and the new location. Those guys know what to do, how to do, get them fired up. I could personally train the new employees with my proven sales method. I already had planned on doing this, but I just really putting that intention into them. I that's my one of my greatest strengths in the bicycle shop is I could sell, sell, sell. So if I could pass that on to newer individuals in my shop and just kind of show them what works for me and really give them an attention they need, I think this is going to be a really, really successful way to go about this. And then offer good sales incentives. I run my employees now off a commission based salary, and they get real fired up to sell bikes, and it works really good. So transferring that over to the new location, I would hope to see some success in the same way. So one problem too is I needed a significant initial investment. I could reach out to the owners of local training camps and coaching facilities that have expressed interest to me already about opening the shop, and see if, hey, maybe they want to chip in and become an angel investor or silent partner or something like that. Partner with certain brands and ask for forgivable loan. This is something I just actually did with my current location for a remodel. They gave me a forgivable loan as long as I bought X amount of bikes, and um, they gave me about $50,000 and met me halfway for the whole remodel. So this is definitely one of my first routes I'm going to explore, opening up this new location. And then of course just good old fashioned savings, opening a savings account with the current location's profits and just saving that money. And then forecasting growth for at least 36 months. So this is kind of a problem because it is going into a new territory, something I'm not really quite familiar with in this area. And for any business, I feel like this is always something that's gonna be a little tricky. I would love to see someone just say, "Oh yeah, I know exactly what's gonna happen over the next 3 years," and then it happened perfectly. So, um, some of the issues here, or some of the ways to combat this would be become a household name in the town, get an established customer base, kind of get the growth going, and then kind of start to work out what those next few years are looking like. Figure out what works, just tying into what I said before, just sticking with what's good and understanding, pivoting as needed, things like that, and then study growth from the current location and see what I can apply. So, going in and reaching out to investors, I am going to have a 36-month forecast of some sort. So I could kind of take what I've learned and some of the numbers from my current location and apply it into that area. Well, that's the end of this slideshow here. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll talk to you later. All right, bye.